Probably should put this away. You know, make it more presentable. Seeing mom and pop being a good kid.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
What? Well, I'll be. Honey, we got ourselves a visitor. I'll get the coffee brewing.
Good to see you,
My
too.
God. Oh, you about gave me a heart attack.
Not that we're not thrilled to see you, son, but I thought you were under contract with Argos Extractors. Is everything all right? Come again? Constellation? Is this one of those candid camera vids? A joke?
My child is a member of Constellation. I just knew you were special. Didn't I always say that? That you were meant for great things? Great things. Well, I know what I've read about in the news. The explorers. Years ago, there was a stretch where Constellation was in fashion. People would gossip about them all the time. I must say it's been a while since I've heard anything about them, though. Glad to know they're still around. Hey, if I don't get to sing your praises as much as I like, no one can. Oh, but you didn't give me any notice. If I'd known I'd have your favorite meal in the oven. And your room is just a mess. Although that's how you left it.
Easy, honey. Let the boy catch his breath. Why don't you settle in? You know you're always welcome.
Even though a lot of their characters don't have a lot of personality, I gotta say that the mom and dad, whoever did their dialogues and, you know, their reactions, their animations, I think they did a pretty good job. Out of all the NPCs, they've been my favorite so far, and I think a lot of people, other people who've chosen this trade would agree. It's one of the reasons why I re-chose it. Honestly, I would have chosen this even if it didn't come with some benefits that I know about later on, just for the added sort of like, you know, added extra story effect or side story, you know, for your own character. That's this. Yep, this is my room. High school backpack. Excuse you. Dang it. Oh man, and what can I say? I'm a family guy too. I would absolutely love being with family. Extra capacity. Ooh, that actually would come in handy. But reduce the boost pack ability. How much capacity? 10. Not bad. At least for starting early in the game. I'm gonna have to come back to that later though. What was that? Collect the cat. Of course I would have a cat plushie in my room. Oh, and sorry if like sometimes my voice gets a little low. I'm not used to speaking out loud, but I need to work on this too, especially if in the recording.
The money you sent home? Well, hit me. I still can't believe it. Constellation. How is it for real? Don't you worry yourself about that. All your life, you've been just this mess of potential waiting for... Your number's finally been called, and the settled systems had better be ready for you.
I also
I've
like that
got
they're
some news
like
of my
the
own.
supportive parents. They're
You are
they're
now
as good as
officially
parents as you
looking at a
could probably get.
retiree. Taught my final class last Thursday. The faculty threw me a party and everything. It's too bad you weren't here then. You could have had some cake. I gave it my good old college try. You see what I did there? Enough about that. Anything you want to talk about before you have to go? I mean, stay. Stay as long as you like, but I imagine you're all excited to get to discovering.
Nah.
Planning a proper, honest-to-goodness vacation. Nothing too fancy. I've been promising your mom a trip for years, and I got no excuses now. Your mother's been sending me links all day about such and such deals and excursions, but it'll be good to get out. You know, it's supposed to be us taking care of you, right? I'd like to say we'll pay you back the money you sent home. Well, I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
I got you.
More than you know.
I got you, Dad. I got you.
Retirement's treating me well, but there are some days I almost missed the classroom. Don't say anything to your mom about this, but she got some work done at Enhance. She keeps looking younger every day, I tell her. Not that I mind. Take care, kiddo.
Thanks, Dad.
I still can't get over you being here. And it's not. So, I gotta ask, is there anyone special in your life? With you being in Constellation now, I imagine you are quite the catch. Just so you know, your dad cannot wait to be a grandpa. So don't keep him or me waiting too long. I know. I won't get into more right now.
Well, now I see that it's true. Mothers have an irresistible urge to interfere in their children's love life.
I know you didn't live in this apartment long, but I want you to consider this your home away from home. Your bed is always yours, no questions asked. I mean, well, I will ask questions.
Of course.
But you can stay here no matter the answer.
Like a true mom. I think this dialogue is probably one of the best as far as APC's dialogue is concerned.
No bother at all. Stay as long as you like. Anything you want to talk about, dear? Now that we're both retired, you mean? I keep trying dance lessons, vacation, take some courses. I'm really interested in early colonial art. But he's just happy as a clam reading in his chair for hours. Wants to know the history of every little thing. It's nice to have time to do both, though. Talking with you has made my day. I'm being serious. Sandra contacted me again.
Ugh.
They still want you to consult, don't they?
They are not used to anyone saying no.
Do you regret it?
Not one bit. When I go to sleep, I got a clean conscience. Working for them, it would be hard to look myself in the mirror.
I don't know who Sandra is.
You
But
are all right
and
with
take
that?
care of her, Dad. Just let me know.
Signing bonus alone.
I love you all the more for it.
Plus, you guys automatically deduct part of my paycheck every week, so you guys don't need money. At least extra money than right now. I got y'all taken care of. You don't have to kill up and burn my way to some of those credits. I really like this part of the game. As a few of you might caught on from the previous video, I am a huge Mass Effect fan. Especially Mass Effects 1, 2, and 3, the original trilogy, basically. Andromeda, I'm gonna be honest with you, I do like it. I do like Andromeda. I know it's gonna sound weird, especially since, you know, I'm saying I like this game and I'm saying I like Andromeda too. But a lot of games that have that have been known to not being received the best critical praise, but I like these space exploration / shooters / whatnot games. And one of my absolute favorite things in Mass Effect 3 specifically, is the Citadel DLC, where between all the shooting and looting and saving the galaxy, you can take a break. God, I need the big pocket scale. This guy has the hat. I like that you can just like you have an apartment inside at the Citadel in Mass Effect 3, and you can just go there and chill and like actually relax and even invite some of your crewmates and companions. And you have like some dedicated dialogue options and just hangout options there. I absolutely love that.
Protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities, and to uphold the values of the Vanguard. Honor loyalty, self-reliance in all your actions as members of the United Colonies Navy.
I do.
Then I'm proud to welcome you to the Vanguard. Now, you all have your assignments. Get out there and show them what the UC's made of. Supra et Ultra.
A little foreshadowing there. But yeah, Mass Effect 3, Citadel DLC, having some peace among the battles and conflict is chef's kiss.
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
Sure thing.
Excellent. Just need to do a little paperwork. An orientation on the UC, knock out an exam, and a probationary mission. We need to know you'll be able to hack it out there after all. Do well. You'll be out there keeping the peace in no time.
Don't forget, John. I need him back after you wrap him in that fancy get-up of yours.
No worries, Sarah. I'm not forgetting about you or our little business afterwards. Promise. First things first, head down to the orientation hall and get signed up at the registration terminal. System will walk you through the rest. Oh, and if you got a bounty, well, you're gonna have to make things right with the UC before we'll let you join. But if you've got any questions, I can get you sorted.
No, I think I'm good.
The process starts with registration down in the orientation hall. Or did you have a question?
I'm gonna go ahead and just get this out of the way and then continue.
Got so wound up bringing you on board, I almost forgot.
Oh, I haven't. Come on, John. Let's hear it, before you try to convince him to join the Marines.
All right. Here's what I've got. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system. Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
And yes, you can travel to Earth in this game. It's not the same though.
Sol system has a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols. Anything for Sarah. UC always takes care of its own. Even the prodigal children.
Oh, brother.
Son. Prodigal son. Prodigal brother doesn't... it's not wrong, it just doesn't have the same right to it. And... nope, wrong hat. Dun 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 dun. Vanguard orientation, oh yeah. I'm just gonna try to get the Vanguard. I'll get to the point where I get the Vanguard mission, the survey or whatever probation mission is, and then we'll do the old mission, the old neighborhood quest line. Okay, current bounty, yeah. Yeah, why not? Although having parents in New Atlantis and being with Argos extractors, you would think that I would have already had
You may now
some sort of
proceed
paperwork
through
here.
the historical
Or some
displays
shit.
in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.
But I did choose the no file found. So as far as I'm concerned, I was born in a vat. Those parents aren't my real parents. They're just the people who adopted me. I'm making my own story as I go. And yeah, they're not my real parents, but I love them all the same.
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life on the planet. Decisive action was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new
This part
kind
is
of
gonna take
healing.
long, so I'm see if I can try to do like a
Thus,
timestamp.
in
So you guys want to skip
2159,
this part?
the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible.
But I'm just gonna. I'll run
Just
through
1
this
year
just in
later,
case for those who
the
want to watch it.
Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison, beginning a new era of human history, the age of the United Colonies.
Dun, dun, dun.
The effort and planning it must have taken to evacuate literally the entire planet. Can you imagine?
The logistics alone must have been mind-boggling.
Pretty sure it's oversimplified. Pretty sure a lot of people died. A lot of people always die.
You here to enlist? Don't worry, none of this junk is on the exam.
Thank you, officer. As a person who enjoys history and social studies, that kind of hurts. And
From their foundation,
Beautiful ship.
the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace.
I'm sure that we're at least
But there were
people.
those among the UC that still wanted something more. Independence.
Of course.
So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction, the Free Star Collective, was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Varun, revealing themselves to the universe in 2230.
The result of the Centaurus proclamation has always led to rose as a result. Was it worth it?
It was only in 2230 that the faction known as House Varun first made contact with the rest of the settled
Slightly
systems.
overzealous religious folks
Founded
and
by the passengers of a colony ship that had left
slightly
New
Game of
Atlantis and
Thrones
disappeared
kind of
4 decades
inspired
earlier, House Varun was a faction unlike any other. A theocracy dedicated wholly to the beliefs of its isolationist founder, Janan Varun. House Varun initially made overtures of peace towards the rest of the settled systems. They claimed their only intention was to spread the word of their god, the Great Serpent. But none could have guessed that this worship might take the form of a
Or,
bloody war. The
Doom,
Serpent's
if you
Crusade.
kind of think about it, like those moisture suits that they wear on the desert planet, Arrakis. The cowboys, basically.
The Free Star Collective was initially founded
This
in
is the cowboy faction.
2188, when the citizens of Aquila
Or
banded
ranchers,
together
if-
with the pleasure city of
if you
Neon
want.
in mutual defense. But in
Wild West.
2194,
Slightly
after the deployment of a UC
Not
medical
steampunk,
star
but,
station in orbit around their world,
punk.
the citizens of Narion also requested to join the collective. The resulting rise in tensions between the Free Star Collective and UC culminated in the settled system's first intergalactic conflict, the Narion War. Despite a decisive victory by the UC, the colonies permitted the citizens of Narion to join the collective, forming the basis for the fiercely independent union that persists to this day.
Yeah, this is pretty much the cowboy faction. Not bad. I'm not putting it to shame. In fact, they have some cool stuff too, and they also have the city of Neon, which is like the complete opposite. This is the cyberpunkish, retro futuristic type city, which is kind of odd. Like the rest of the Freestar Collective is pretty Wild West, and they have this one city that's like slightly mega corporate, corrupt world mixed with street fads and cyberpunk and even almost Blade Runner style in my opinion. It's cool. It's alright. And then if you want to pause this to read this, you can. I'm gonna go ahead and just continue.
Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. Over the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god. It was only with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir, Jarek, that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remains, however, select members of House Varun who refuse to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established. Even after House Varun's mysterious disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to all who encounter them. Their pacification, a goal of all space.